Welcome everyone, it's Joni at Granny J Clay, and it's a little bit late at night here, but I thought I would do a quick video. I have been finishing things. You do make things out of clay and then you have to finish them. My favorite part is to create and to make things out of clay, and the finishing part is not that much fun to me, although I like it the way it turns out, but it's not that much fun. So let me just show you what I've been doing. I will show you this one set. You've seen this already, but I haven't put on the pinch bales, but I'm going to do that soon. And let me bring a couple of these in too. These are they're so pretty. I resined all these, and so they are ready to go. I think they're so pretty. And then these little hearts. Let's see, can you see them there? I think so. The little hearts. And maybe I should bring it down just a little bit like that. And then I have, maybe I'll move it down just a little bit. And then I have just these small things that I made, but they would be cute little earrings, little beads, little tiny ones. But let me show you the backs. I just think they're so pretty. Let me just do that. So this side is copper and color, and I didn't have copper in my glitter to mix with my resin, but I did have. Let me see. Let me get that for you here. I had this. I had chestnut. Okay, I need to come back out a little bit. Yeah, I had chestnut Recollections, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's chestnut. Anyway, it's a really pretty color. It's a really pretty color. And it just matched with this really nicely, I thought. So I put that on the back, and these have the same thing on the back. Not as thick. This is thicker. These bigger pieces have a little bit more thick resin on the back. I try not to make my earrings too heavy, and I like a little bit of weight when I make necklace pieces, so that's what I did with that. I've got a few more of these little ones over there, but I'll just show you those. So they are very close to being finished. And let me just bring in another set. And I happened to put this in a baggie already. I did put a pinch bail on, and I put a ribbon on it, a 16-inch ribbon that was already pre-made, ordered off the internet. I just think these turned out so pretty. Anyway, that's what these are. The earrings, and here's the necklace. Isn't that pretty? I am really pleased with that. And I put kind of a black glitter on the back with resin on these two. So those are ready for gifting. This is going to be a gift. And I've got another set identical to this. I'm going to gift that one as well. But what I really would like to do is, move that out of the way, and this out of the way. I want to show you what, also, I've kind of dug out some things from my past, and it's been kind of cathartic for me. I've had them out before, but let me just show you. I'll bring them in one by one. Let's see, who shall I start with? I'll start out with my little bunny. I started years ago making bunnies, and I found a date on one of these, and it was 1991. So you do the math. It's been a long time since I've been working with clay. I think that's 31 years. Anyway, this is just one of my favorites. It's so cute. But I look back and I think, I would have done some things different with this, but I do like it. It's so cute. I decided I would spray it a little bit, so it had a little bit of a shine to it. So that's one of my first bunnies, and an Easter basket. And I may have shown you these before, but this is a funny one. This is a little purple one. I can't remember. I may have made this on camera just to show you how to make something. Just to show you how to make a little bunny, but it's very elementary. Very elementary. But this is what I started with. I started with little bunnies. Just had so much fun with them. So that's that. And here's a little mom. And she has a bonnet on, and she's sitting out in the sunshine. She's pregnant. And maybe you can tell. give you a little side view. Anyway, she's a cute little one. Yeah. Came up with all kinds of different ideas. This is this is hilarious. Look at how big those arms and those ears are. I can lay that one flat because it's got a screw in the top, and I'm going to hang. That can be hung against the wall, or I suppose you could use it to hang on a Christmas tree, but I'm not sure you'd put it on a Christmas tree. Anyway, I just put my initials on the back way back then, and I didn't bring her little dress all the way around. I suppose because I knew it would be hanging against a wall. So that's another one. So she's pretty flat on the back. Then I have this little angel. I have a friend who lives in Des Moines, Iowa, and she's an artist. She's really good. She took art in school, and she's just very, very, very good. Anyway, she makes earrings and necklaces too, but we kind of share ideas back and forth, and she wanted me to make some angels once so she could hand them out to people. And so I made a whole bunch of little angels, and I can't remember if I put a heart in each one or not, but I just kept one for myself. So that's what this is. Again, just very, very elementary little angel. And I may put a screw in her head and hang it too on a tree. Okay, and then this one is my little black bear. And my black bear is going to have a baby. I was into making things look pregnant back then, I guess. Anyway, she does have a pretty bracelet on, doesn't she? A pretty headband with flowers. And the baby has here's a little infant seat with a blanket and a little bow on the side, if you can tell that. Yeah, then I put a little silver on her muzzle, a little silver on her hands and toes. So that is her. She's got kind of a Hawaiian little outfit on. But that was my black bear way back then. And this is... This makes me just giggle. This is one of my bunnies that I made laying down. And obviously she had a bow on her head, and a big bow on her head. So anyway, that was just a very elementary little bunny. I just thought I'd share these with you. What I've done is I've dug these out. I'm going to give them away. Because I've had them forever. And this one is a hoot, just a hoot. He leans way back. I don't know if you can tell. She leans way back. And she has a bunch of eggs on her lap, and she's got a little flower, hanging onto a flower too. And anyway, she's all ready for Easter. So, but she's leaning way, way back. See how far back? Let's see if I can get her there. You can kind of see. Anyway, she's kind of one of my bigger, heavier bunnies. But I like the eggs on here. Oh, I just have to giggle at these old ones. This is funny too. This is a little girl who she has her blanket with her. Maybe you can see that. And her little piggies are sticking out. She's holding on to her long braids. And yeah, she's got kind of a little panty over her diaper. You know how they have matching little pants for those kinds of things for little girls. Anyway, and she's got little curls up here, if you can see the curls. So I'm not sure why I've held on to some of these. And here I have another angel that I'm going to hang up. She's got a screw in the top. I had to sand the bottom of her today because she was not standing up. She wouldn't stand up, so I had to make it flatter. So, and I put a lot of curls on her, didn't I? Funny. Funny, funny. Anyway, she'll be hung on a tree somewhere sometime. She's got long eyelashes there. And let's see here. Oh, this little girly. She's cute. This is my little redhead. She's so funny. She's got hair in her eyes, and she's adjusting the barrette in her hair. And she's just enjoying life. Her mouth looks so funny. This just cracks me up to look at these old ones that I have. Anyway, if I sat them down like that, you wouldn't be able to see them. So maybe if I kind of tip her this way, you can see. And her legs are sticking out. You saw that, I think. All right, and then this little girl, she's funny too. She's a little too wobbly for me, but at least she sits. And she's got a lot of curls, a lot of golden curls, doesn't she? She's got a rose in her hand. She's waving at somebody, and she's got freckles. You see her little cute little freckles? A little bow in the back of her hair, a little bow on her dress. She's all dutied up. Okay, put that one over there too. Now I'll show you some of my gray ones, more of my gray. This is a little gray boy bunny. He's got his cap on, and the ear is coming out of that cap there a little bit. And he's got a couple of eggs in his hands. And yeah, so he was a gray bunny. I'm not sure why I decided to make a gray bunny. This one got a little wild on me. This little piece that I have on the hair, I would never have put that on today, but I guess I did back then. Isn't that funny what you do sometimes? And you can do so many different things with the ears. Here I twisted them, and they're kind of showing backwards. And, you know, here with the little boy bunny, they're kind of off to the side. You can just do so many things when you make the long ears. I really enjoyed that part of it. But he's got some eggs here too, or she does. So that's the other one. And I've got one more little gray bunny. And she's got a big bow in her hair. She's got fingernail polish on, toes and fingers. And one egg. Oh, and she's got a bow above her tail. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes I just forget how I make things. Let's see. And I have, oh, this is one more. This is where, this is a little girl bunny. And she has a little blanket that says baby on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, baby. And she's holding her baby. She's not a mama, this is a little girl. She's got her baby doll bunny that she's holding. She's a gray bunny too. She's just a different color gray. Okay, I made this little wedding cake, and you'll see I made 2 brides and a groom, and I'll show you them too. Mostly today I sprayed a lot of these just so that they would have something to seal them, even though they probably didn't really even need it. But that's the wedding cake. It's a big one, isn't it? Look at the big roses. It cracks me up. Anyway, it sets up like that. And here's one of my brides. She was fun to make. She was really fun to make. Am I all the way down or back? Here, I'm going to come back a little bit more. So she's got a bouquet of roses. I worked a long time on her hair, if you can notice her hair. She has curls coming down the side, and she's got ears here and a little tiny earring there, if you can see it. But I worked a long time on her hair. I used to love to do the hair. In fact, when I was growing up, I would always do my mom's hair. And then she liked my hair, the way I did hair so much that she offered my services to some of her friends, and so I would go over to their houses and do their hair too. But you remember the updos? They were so popular. You'd rat somebody's hair, tease it. If you don't know what ratting is, you'd tease their hair and comb it and make it into some curls, kind of like a little beehive. Anyway, this is one of my little brides. This is a big rose on the back here. And she's got a very lacy dress. Yeah, so she's one. And I have a groom. This is my groom. Boy, when I sprayed him today, he really shined. He does have big feet, but I wanted to make sure he stood up, and he does stand up, although he's got a little bit of a wobble to him. I don't know, maybe I should make something and put it on the bottom there so he doesn't tip over, but he's made it this far. And then I did his hair too. Of course, it's his wedding day, don't you know? He's got to have a cute hairdo, so he looks a little like Elvis there. What do you think? Anyway, he's got a white shirt, and he's got a bow tie. And you can see the black button on his shirt. So that's him. And here's his, actually, he has a bride. This is the other bride. So they go together. It took me a long time to, let me come back, it took me a long time to do this one. A long time. But she's got roses for her bouquet. She's got a beautiful big flower on the side on her shoulder. And she's got one in the back as well, but everything matches the bottom of the gown, of course. And then you'll notice her hair too. She was fun to do. Really fun to do. I miss doing things like this. And she, on her ears, she's got little earrings. And of course, some curly bangs. Back then, I used to roll all the eyes out of clay and bake a bunch of eyes all at one time. And then when I needed them, I had them. So that's my two, my bride and my groom there. Thought I'd use this placemat because it looks so pretty. It looks very springy and kind of Eastery, kind of like Easter. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you like looking at those. Those are some of the ones I've been playing with today because I'm going to actually send them off to some other place. Now, if you'll just hold on 1 second, I'm going to show you one other thing. I made a, I usually put these in a bag, so I pack each one in a bag before I pack them to go somewhere, and then bubble wrap. But here's my llama. I decided to use pinch bales on my llama, and then I decided to use some yarn. I thought that was just very fitting for that llama. So that's what I did. Whoops, that's what I did. So there's my llama. And I should show you also, years ago I had a whole bunch of necklaces that I had on hand just to use, like I did that pink one that I showed you just a few minutes ago. So I wanted to show you these. I just wrapped something around them from my yarn. But I ordered these on the internet, and these are, you can order different sizes, but these come in all different colors, which is very helpful, except I do wish they'd have more black. I've used several of the black already. But these are 16-inch. You can order, you know, different ones that would suit your needs. But I always think that I should make something by hand. But, you know, making something out of clay by hand really does take a lot of time. You know, when you put a lot of effort into making something out of clay, it's a little hard. I mean, it would take you a long, long time, forever. Let me put this away. I'll just leave it here while I'm talking. It would take you a long time to make the necklace part for every piece of clay you made. And so having something like this that can go through a pinch bale and can be pulled off of the pinch bale very easily so they can put their own chain or whatever they want on it, is very helpful. And these are not expensive when you buy them in bulk like this. Although I must say, when these came, now they've been sitting out a while, so they're not bad, but they smelled so musty, so musty. You know, like somebody had them in a really musty room or something, but now they're better, now that they've been sitting out. Excuse me. So that's what I wanted to show you. I have some other things that I sprayed, but they're still sitting back in my in my room, and so I can't bring those out right now back in our storage room because they're still wet. And a couple of them are Christmas, and they're bunnies. That's back again when I was making bunnies, and I want to keep some of those. It just warms my heart when people I've given things to, or I used to have some craft sales once in a while. I had a girlfriend, excuse me, in Pierre, South Dakota, and she invited me to come out, and what she wanted me to do was to have a sale prior to Easter and have it in her home. And so I made all kinds of bunnies and many different things. And I filled her dining room table, and I put a basket up, and you know, the green grass that you can get to put in the kids' Easter baskets, that kind of thing. And we put things on her tables in the living room, and we had things all over the place. And that I did very well at that craft show. But you know, I don't do those anymore, and so now I have some things still left over, and I would like to share some things with people who may or may not want them. And you know what, when I give something to somebody, if they really don't want it, I always tell them they can gift it to someone else, or you know, they can do whatever they wish with it, because don't you feel like when you give somebody a gift, it's theirs then? It's not yours anymore, and they can decide what to do with it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today. I really am pleased, really pleased with how these have turned out. They're just beautiful, I think. And then to have this on the back of those, isn't that pretty? And so I just want to thank Deb at Clay Boutique again, because she's the one that showed us how to do this on one of her YouTube videos. And so thank you, Deb. This just made life easier for me, because I was always kind of double layering and making something with texture and adding it to the back. But this just adds a little zip to your piece. It's just gorgeous, I think. And so now that I'm doing that, it's kind of more fun. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show you for tonight. I hope you've had a good day today. My husband's doing really well. Day by day, he's getting stronger and stronger. And so we're just happy that he's as far along as he is, and that he's feeling so much better. He doesn't have all his strength back, but it's coming. It is coming. So we're just... we need to be patient and be thankful for each day that we have. God bless you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Sleep well. Bye-bye.